Public speaking is the number one fear in the world. And today's talk tip, we're going to talk about how to manage that public speaking anxiety. Check it out. Hey, my name is Marianne Hickman, and you're on this channel because you want to get on stage. So let's talk about how to eliminate stage fright and stage anxiety. Now, I have to be honest. Before I get on stage, right behind the curtain, I've got a room of hundreds of people in front of me. I am still managing all of the energy, but let me give you a hint. Nervousness comes from holding back. You've heard me say before that stage fright comes from being selfish. Well, you may not have stage fright, but there's a lot of pressure when you get on stage. There's a pressure of the audience and they're all looking to you to lead them. There's a pressure of the event coordinator who brought you to the event. There's the pressure of the event owner. And you really want to do a good job. But if you get stuck in your head with trying to make sure you're managing all of these people, it can build up and build up and build up. And it's really easy for you to forget yourself. Now, anxiety and stage nervousness, it comes from holding back. Think about how much tension the Hoover Dam is under. The amount of water that thing is holding back is astronomical. I don't even know how many gallons that thing is in charge of holding back. And it creates strain and it creates pressure and all of this buildup. Now, if you're holding back, if you're like, I don't know how to be myself. I don't know how to go on stage. What if I'm blah, 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 and you get stuck in your head, of course you're going to have nervousness. So with all of the training that I do, with all of the 10 steps of the signature presentation, with all of the body language, with all of the stage geography, with all of the intonations, everything there is to remember on stage, no wonder people get nervous before they jump up. But here's the last thing I tell every presenter right before they take the stage. Take everything that you've learned, all of the geography, all of the body language, your outfit, your presentation, all of the notes that you've had, everything that you've learned, and forget it. Yeah, I'm saying to completely dump this mental cup that you're in because all of that is stealing you from being present. You're already placing anxiety on the future, anticipating a negative outcome. It's not necessarily that I'm nervous about that my gene's gonna pop on stage. It's will I do a good job? Will I do what I'm supposed to do? Will I do what I'm here to serve to do? And if you get caught up in that anxiety, it's stealing you from being present. So have a ritual, have a routine. Any presenter that you have seen usually has a routine before they step on stage if they've been on stage for any significant duration of time. Tony Robbins has his own stage ritual before he jumps on stage. His MC, Joseph McClendon, has a little trampoline that he uses to get present and grounded before he gets on stage. Mine is to take 10 seconds and take a deep breath and remind myself why I'm there in the first place. And it's this. It sounds like a prayer. It says, help me to deliver exactly what the people need. Help me to listen enough to the audience to fulfill the reason they came to the event on the first place. Help me be present enough with them to give them exactly what they came to this event for. Because here's the truth. Whenever you are at an event, whoever came, whether it's dozens or hundreds of people, or maybe even thousands of people, each one of those people came to that event to get something that is delivered from the stage. And you might just be the person to give it to them. Remember that before you go out. So create yourself a routine, whether it's jumping on a trampoline like Joseph McClendon, or whether it's like I do, a small moment of silence and grounding and getting present. But get real with yourself and get ready for that stage because you are there to serve.
Marianne Hickman here again. Listen, I hope super helpful for you. Maybe you learned something new. Share with me in the comments what was valuable. Or if you have this whole separate question like, hey, I wanted to know about this. I wanted to know about stage fright. I want to know how about my presentation on stage. I want to know about how to dress on stage. Anything that you want to know that's relevant to growing your business through stages, put in the questions. Because guess what? I go through and answer all of those personally. That's not an agency or a VA. That's me going through and looking at your questions because you are who I am here for. So last thing is I want you to get this database. If you haven't gotten it already, now I've got thousands of downloads on this thing, so maybe you've got it, but if not, make sure you go to mariannehickman.com/database. What that's going to do is take you to a page. You're going to input all of your information. We're going to send the database to you. You're going to request access to it. I keep it locked down so I can make sure I get it to just the right people. And you're going to request access. And then once you have that, you're going to go through and apply to podcasts that have the topic that you'd be an expert speaking on. Here's the thing. I get this database updated twice a week. So there's always new stuff in there. And if you're a podcaster, there's even a list of guests that you can have on your show. on that podcast. Maybe you end up doing a podcast swap and you grow your audience that way. Regardless, I want you to get it. So mariannehickman.com/database, and we'll see you in the next Talk Tips.